What's up, guys, and welcome to Sports Reserve UFC 213. This is going to be a review thing we're going to be doing on hopefully all the UFC pay-per-views, not the fight nights, just the UFC 213, 214 and so forth. Starting here with the Robert Whittaker Yoel Romero interim championship fight, which is on in the background right now. We're going to be talking about the whole pay-per-view. This is going to be me by myself for this one. Hopefully Dave will join me on future ones, but we'll see how it goes. So at the moment it's just me by myself, telling you all about people kicking ass in UFC. So here we go, we're jumping right into it, and it is the first fight of the main card was Rob Font versus Douglas Silva de Andrade. Probably butchered his name, but we'll see how it goes. Rob Font won this with submission, the guillotine choke. Really good performance for Rob Font. He actually got the performance of the night, and well deserved. He was really aggressive, really pushing forward to try and get the win. Silva didn't have a clue what to do. He was always on the back foot. Font just kept pushing and pushing. You can tell by the total strikes, 51% total strikes for Font. He hit 79 and 32% for Douglas Silva, and he only hit 32 out of 98. Really struggled to get a foothold in the fight whatsoever. Really good performance for Rob Font, and quite literally won it in the second round with guillotine choke. Moving up to the second fight, which was Showtime, Anthony Pettis back in lightweight versus Jim Miller, and this was Pettis back in his element, back in lightweight after losing to Max Holloway for the interim featherweight title. Didn't look himself, looked really out of shape, and even say that after the fight that to stick in their right weights because it just hurts fighters more to drop into the weights, just stay in a weight that they like. Showtime dominated this and convincingly won it at 30-27, all judges majority decision. 107 total strikes for Anthony Pettis to Jim Miller's 51. Jim Miller got a huge cut on his head in the second round, and there was blood everywhere, all over the ring, all over Pettis. He was covered in blood, and everybody, Joe Rogan wasn't sure who it was that got cut, but you see that as he kicked him, when he was coming down, Jim Miller got clean and the blood just started gushing out. If you get a chance to watch it, go and watch it because it is gruesome. But that was that, one takedown each. Pettis only threw 2 takedown attempts. Jim Miller threw 4 and got 1. But that was Showtime back in his element. He was throwing some mad kicks. Nobody really got rocked, but they did hit each other with a few good hits. It was just really a lot of Pettis defending really well. His takedown offense and defense was ridiculous. He was not having it at all. Every time Miller was trying to come in, he was just like pushing him away. That's how he only got the 1 out of 4. Pettis just proper dogfight, and Pettis could have went another 10 rounds. He was really just, he didn't look like he broke a sweat the entire fight. He was just in his element, dominating the fight, and quite rarely got the win. On to the next one, which I'm going to butcher this guy's name. It is Daniel Omielanjuk. Somehow if he's listening, I am apologising for saying his name wrong. Fighting Curtis Blades. Curtis Blades got the win by decision, 30-27. Really slow fight, heavyweight, slow heavyweight fight. Blades could not take down to save his life. Threw 13 takedown attempts and didn't land 1. Was really poor. Daniel only threw 1 and didn't get it. Just a proper heavyweight slugfest, slow, methodical. They were just trying to size each other up for the big hit, and then Blades just kept going for the takedown. But 72 significant strikes for Blades, 51 for Daniel, 94 strikes total for Blades, and 68 for Daniel. So probably by the end, Blades just edged it. I think he threw way too many takedown attempts. He was really sloppy, really lazy with some of them, but he won by unanimous decision. Moving on to the big heavyweight fight in the kind of co-main event because of Nunes and Shevchenko not fighting. Verdum versus Overeem. Verdum coming flying out at the beginning, just coming with a flying kick, what he seems to want to do in every round now. Came out really aggressive. This was a strange fight because Overeem won on majority decision. Overeem was quite happy to just sit there and counter punch the entire time. Total strikes, Verdum hit 107 out of 176, and Overeem only hit 29 of 46, so that shows how little he threw. And he got knocked down. Verdum knocked him down, and he won 29-28, unanimous. No one unanimous, the majority decision. One judge had it at 28-28, two other judges had it at 29-28. Very, very strange fight. Verdum was aggressive. He wasn't landing as much in the first round, but he clipped Overeem and it rocked him, and then he went down. And I thought that Verdum should have probably had the win. Takedown attempts, 1 for Verdum and none for Overeem. Overeem was really, really cautious. He didn't want to really do a lot. He just wanted to find the knockout punch, which he tried to go for a few times. He did catch Verdum a few times, but it just would not go down. And by the end of it, Overeem got the controversial win. I think it could have went either way. I feel like Verdum were more aggressive. Overeem was just sitting there waiting to knock him out, but it didn't happen in the end, and Overeem gets a win. So it looks like he may be going back to maybe fight Stipe Miocic for the heavyweight title again. I'm not entirely sure who else is up there, but they should maybe have an interim title fight between Overeem and I have no idea. But the next heavyweight contender next to Overeem, it was Verdum, but maybe that should have been their interim title fight for Miocic. But with him just already beating Overeem, would he really want to fight him again? Going on to the main event and the fight that you're watching right now, Whittaker versus Yoel Romero. What a fight this was. Yoel coming flying out in the beginning, absolutely dominating the first 2 rounds. He just constant on Whittaker. He wasn't letting him breathe for a second. Coming out with lots of pace, lots of speed. Could not bring down Whittaker though. His takedown defense was phenomenal the entire fight. He would never let him bring him down that much. It was 18 takedown attempts he attempted, and he only took 4 out of the whole fight. So it shows you how good Whittaker was at blocking the takedowns. Whittaker didn't go for a takedown at all. Robert Whittaker won by decision, 47-48, full decision. All 3 judges called it, and it was the right call by the end of the fight. The second round, Romero had won the first 2. Dominant performance. Very aggressive, looked the better fighter. Came out in the third and had nothing left in the tank. Didn't know what to do, didn't throw anything in the third round at all, and couldn't even stand half the time. Whittaker sustained a knee injury in the first round and fought through it. Yoel could not even walk by the end of it, and at the end Whittaker took the win and took the interim title, middleweight title, which puts him up against Michael Bisping when he is fit and ready for the middleweight title. Michael Bisping got in the ring, or the octagon at the end, and put in a wee bit of trash talk, and Whittaker just stood there like, oh right, okay. So it looks like that's going to be fun, seeing Michael Bisping trying to get him riled up. So that was UFC 213. I know this is short and we've just flown through this UFC 213 review, but this is the first of many, and we'll go more in depth and more detail as we get on. The third video of the new channel, Sports Reserve, so I hope you subscribe, check out our other videos. We're going to be doing loads more: FIFA, UFC, football, basketball, you name it. We'll be doing every sport we can find, and hopefully you enjoy. So we will see you next time, and see you later.